Good afternoon, everyone. Since there were a few people who were asking about the blender and had some questions about the blender, I'm making just a super quick video because we're out of peanut butter. So I'm making peanut butter, and I love that I can make peanut butter at home. It's super quick, super easy. It takes about 2 minutes and 20 seconds on the grind setting here on the blender. And then when I'm done, I scrape out the peanut butter and I put in the soap and water and throw it on the wash cycle, and another 2 minutes later it's clean. So it's super easy, super quick. And one of the things I love about it is that there's so much variety. You can make whatever kind of peanut butter that you want. You can even flavor your peanut butter. Lately, what we have been doing is it's just these honey and dry roasted peanuts, just the store brand honey and dry roasted peanuts. That's what Sebastian seems to like the most. It's a little bit sweet, but peanut buttery. You could also just take plain roasted peanuts and then maybe put in a little spoon of honey if you like it a little bit sweeter, or just do it plain peanuts. But with the peanuts, there's enough natural oil in there that you don't have to add anything else. So what I have here, it's a 16-ounce jar of the peanuts. That's all it is. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the peanuts and I'm gonna dump them in the blender. Maybe. Dump them in, just like that. All right, I'm gonna put the lid back on, and then I'm gonna turn the blender on. Let me show you here. I'm turning my camera a little bit so you can see. These are the settings here, and when it comes on, it's starting on custom blend. I'm gonna turn it all the way over here to grind, and you can see the grind is 2 minutes and 20 seconds. When I turn it on, it's gonna get really loud. So what I'm gonna do is when I turn it on, I'm gonna shut the video off, and then I'll turn it back on when it's done. One thing that that you should know when you're making your own homemade peanut butter is there comes a point in the process where because the peanuts butter gets a little bit thick, that's a little thick at the bottom, it starts pushing the peanuts up to the top. And so what you have to do is tamper it. There's this tampering tool. You tamper it, it's super easy. This comes off. So like when you're cooking, you can throw in extra vegetables and things while it's cooking if you want. There's certain sauces and things where you cook the sauces, and then at the end you add in some add-ins. So I love that this comes off. It's super easy. But also the tampering tool fits right in here to help push the peanuts back down. Okay, so at some point during the process, you have to push the peanuts back down a little bit. But you don't want to do that for more than 30 seconds because you don't want to push the motor, you don't have it overheat or anything like that, and it doesn't usually take very long. Sometimes I'll have to do it 2 or 3 times during the process before it starts getting all nice and creamy. But anyway, I am going to quit talking and I'm going to turn it on so you can see how it works. But just to let you know, because the camera is super close to it, it's going to sound really loud, and I won't be able to talk over it. So all right, here we go. And start. finished. So that's super easy. That's how easy peanut butter is. And it does heat a little bit while it's cooking, so be careful. This does get warm, but when it's a peanut butter, it's not actually cooking, so it's not hot. But you did hear that it made that noise when it stopped. It also, when you remove it from the base, or if it's plugged in and you take the lid off, it will also beep just to let you know that something's not quite right. So I'm gonna take the lid off. I'm gonna show you our peanut butter real quick. And there we have creamy peanut butter. And it's a little bit warm, so it's a little bit runnier than it would, but once it cools off and gets back to room temperature, then it thickens up. But you can also keep it in the refrigerator. And if it does happen to separate, which our peanut butter doesn't really stay around long enough to do that, but if it does separate, then you just mix it back up and it turns back into peanut butter. But one of the things that we really love is that we can make it at home when we want and just the amount that we need. And we go through a ton of peanut butter. So I'm gonna jump off, I'm gonna put the peanut butter in a bowl, and then I'm gonna hop back on and do the wash cycle for y'all real quick. Hang on. Okay, I'm back. I put the peanut butter in a bowl. Right now it is in a 3-cup prep bowl, but you can see it actually fits, because it's 2 cups of peanuts, it fits in the 2-cup prep bowl just perfectly. But my 2-cup prep bowl is being used for something else. So I've got a 3-cup prep bowl, and I'm gonna go put it in the fridge and clean this. So here we go. What I have in here right now is, that's about 3 cups of water. And I'm just gonna put a little squirt of dish soap. You only need 2, maybe 3 drops at the most. So I put the dish soap in, I'll put the lid back on. And you can hear it is telling me that the lid is secure. That's the noise it makes when the lid is on. And we're gonna turn it over here to where it says heated wash cycle. And then I'm gonna turn it on, and what it's gonna do is it's gonna start heating it up. And when it gets to the 140 degrees, then it starts a 2-minute countdown, and then we know it's clean. So I'm gonna turn it on and get it started so that way you guys can see how it works. And now you just push the button in to start it, that's it. So here we go. And it's gonna pulse slowly until it gets all the way up to temperature. And then it really whirs and washes once it gets all the way up to temperature. It's pretty awesome. So, anyway, here it goes. I don't know if you can hear it, but you can hear it as it's starting to heat. It's going to do another pulse cycle here in just a few seconds. So it does that several times until it gets all the way up to temperature. All right, and like I said, the whole process takes, it's about a 2-minute cleaning cycle. It takes 3 or 4 minutes for the whole thing because it takes a minute or 2 for it to get all the way up to temperature. And then it starts the cleaning process. But it's nice because it'll clean all this off, and then I'll just take it over to the sink, rinse the soap out, dry it, and then it's ready for whatever the next thing is we're gonna make. Here it goes. like that's it, pretty quick. I will tell you that I have found in my experience with the peanut butter that sometimes foods that are stickier like peanut butter, they kind of stick sometimes on the inside and you got to wipe a little off, but most of the time 99% of everything comes off and it's super easy to clean. Also, when you're cooking sauces that are milk based or have a lot of cheese in them, like if you're making nacho cheese sauce, I've found that sometimes they can burn on the bottom a little bit. They can burn, and so a little bit of baking soda paste, it helps to kind of clean some of that off in there too, just because it does get hot and you know, you got to be careful with the milk and cheeses. But other than that, it's awesome. I absolutely love that it washes itself and makes it so much easier on me later. And if you all have any questions, make sure and put them in the comments, or you can private message me. But I just wanted to just do a quick demo and show you how it worked, how easy it is to make like peanut butter, and then just turn around and clean it up afterwards. Have a great day.